Most editors will never make more than like $800 a month. They'll spend years chasing clients, switching editing software, watching tutorials, and yet still stay broke. But you? I'm guessing you're not here to be average. You're here to use editing as a vehicle to location and financial freedom. To quit your job, go full-time, and start stacking 5 figures a month working with elite creators. And this video is the start of that journey. I'm about to give you the exact system that I used to go from $0 to $3,000 per video with nothing but a cracked version of Premiere Pro and some late nights after school. We're going to start by talking about editing software because my god is it debated. You've got CapCut, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, Sony Vegas, it's fucking overwhelming. The truth is, if you want to be a high income video editor, Premiere Pro is probably your best option. Is it expensive? Yeah, but is it worth it? 100%. Here's why. First, it's just industry standard. You might like DaVinci's color grading or CapCut's easy use, but when it comes to high paying clients, the ones paying $500, $1,000 per video, they're used to the Adobe ecosystem. They're asking you to deliver high level work that directly integrates into their business, and the world of business usually runs on Adobe. Secondly, Premiere Pro is just way easier to use. I started with DaVinci Resolve, but let me tell you, it doesn't come close to being as intuitive as Premiere Pro. The first edit I ever made in Premiere Pro was better than anything I ever made in DaVinci Resolve. There is a reason why 90% of professional YouTube editors use Premiere Pro. It makes speed and high quality editing way easier, which in turn makes money way easier. Finally, the Premiere Pro community is just massive, which means you can learn it way faster than any other software. If you run into a bug, need a tutorial, or want plugins or presets, there are thousands of creators and forums dedicated to Premiere Pro. It makes it so easy to get good extremely fast. And if you want to scale your editing business, you need to take every advantage you can get. And quite frankly, Premiere Pro is one of them. Now, if you're sick of figuring this out on your own, I'm opening up a few free one-on-one strategy calls. I will look at where you're at, where you want to go, and show you exactly how you can shortcut the next 6 to 12 months. If you're already making around $1,000 a month but want to scale to 5 to 10k, then the link is in the description. Next, you need to stop trying to be good enough, as there is no such thing. Most editors waste months watching After Effects tutorials and learning Imangaji style animations, when none of that is even necessary. If you want to land clients, here's what you actually need to know. And the chances are you already know how to do it. Cut footage cleanly, use basic controls inside of Premiere, and make smooth, tasteful animations. That's it. Nothing flashy, nothing complicated. And guess what? You can learn all 3 of those in 1 week. Because the truth is, to make money, all you need to do is save someone time. To start with, you just aren't going to be working with these huge creators who need these fancy edits. No, you'll be working with a small creator with maybe 50,000 subscribers who needs you just to help them save some time. And if their time is worth $50 per hour, and you save them 5 hours of time, it makes sense for them to pay you $250 per video. That's just how basic business works. So spend a week learning the fundamentals, then jump straight into landing clients. Now that you're not wasting time chasing perfection, let's start building your first portfolio video. Here's the process that I used, and it's the exact same one that I give to my mentorship clients. Step 1 is to pick a niche. Don't overthink this, just pick something you enjoy. Something broad like self-improvement, gaming, finance, literally whatever. Step 2, use playboard.co to find 4 creators in that niche with around 100,000 to 500,000 subscribers. These are creators who are starting to see some significant traction, but probably haven't built out an editing team just yet, making them a perfect target for you. Step 3, download 1 YouTube video from each of these YouTubers in the highest quality possible. Now, here is the important part. You're going to re-edit all 4 of these videos. Now, don't click off just because it sounds like a lot of work. If you want to earn your freedom from editing, it's going to take some dedication. You need to re-edit these videos front to back, make them the best thing you've ever made. Use the basics that you mastered, add in some new tricks, try some different styles, and just push yourself creatively. These aren't throwaway free videos. These are your money makers. These videos are the ones that are going to land you clients down the line. I want you to treat them like you're being paid $1,000 for each of them. And yes, you're not going to see any money from it immediately, but delayed gratification is what separates broke editors from rich ones. In the short term, sure, these videos are going to make you jack shit, but over the next few years, try tens of thousands of dollars. However, if your work is amazing, but no one knows you exist, you're not going to make any money at all. So this next section is about branding. Not in a fluffy make a logo and pick a cool color kind of way. I'm talking about real branding. Branding that makes people trust you, respect you, and pay you tens of thousands of dollars. Your brand is simply just your online presence. How do you show up when people Google you, check your Twitter, or click on your portfolio? Are you presenting yourself like someone who charges $1,000 per video? Or do you still look like someone who's editing Fortnite montages for $15 each? Most editors focus all of their energy on getting good at editing, but in the process, they forget to look like a high-level editor. This is where most people lose money before they even get a chance. Your brand builds trust before you even open your mouth. That's why we need to build something that looks, feels, and operates like it's owned by a 5-figure per month editor. And fortunately, you only really need 2 platforms to do that. Number 1, a portfolio site, and number 2, a Twitter account. Simple, lean, and insanely effective. So let's break down both. I want you to think of your portfolio like your digital storefront. It's literally your online resume. If someone clicks your link and they don't land on something clean, professional, and confidence inspiring, they are gone. I personally recommend you build a portfolio using a site called Card. It's super cheap, like $20 per year, and really easy to use. You don't need to know how to code or hire a freelance web designer. You can have a clean site built in like half an hour. But before you do anything, I need you to buy a custom domain. A custom domain shows you care. It shows professionalism. If you're sending someone to a site that's yourname.card.co, or even worse, to a Google Drive link, you're immediately telling them that you're an inexperienced beginner. Clients are going to think, if this guy can't even invest in himself, how is he going to deliver a high quality video to me? And honestly, they'd be right thinking that. I've never seen an editor that I would hire who uses a .card domain. You don't need anything fancy. Literally just yourname.com works. Or something simple like yournameeditor.com. Keep it memorable, professional, and short. And once you've got your domain, it's time to build. Start your site with a bold headline. This is what people see first, so make it count. And it needs to speak directly to your ICP. Ideal customer profile. Your clients are YouTubers, and they probably care about results. They want more views, more attention, more sales. So your headline should reflect that. Something like helping YouTubers 2x their attention with world-class video editing. Or something like turn raw footage into viral videos that keep viewers hooked. You get the idea. Whatever it is, it needs to make a YouTuber stop and think, wow, this guy gets it. Now, under your headline, don't make them scroll to see your work. Put your best 4 videos above the fold. Above the fold just means before you scroll, it's already on the screen. Why? Because if someone clicks on your portfolio and they only see text, they might click off before they ever see your work. You want your work and headline to hit them right in the face as soon as they click on your site. Next, make sure that your portfolio is filled with CTAs. A CTA is just a call to action, telling the person on your website to do something. It's the buttons that say DM me on Twitter or book a call. Make them ridiculously easy to find. One at the top, one with your videos, one at the bottom, literally anywhere you scroll on the page. If someone scrolls and wants to find a way to message you but can't find it instantly, you've lost them. Next, let's talk about social proof because it's one of the most powerful tools that you have. Social proof is showing that other people, especially people with clout, already trust you. It creates something called borrowed authority. If you've worked with a YouTuber who has 100,000 subscribers, fucking show it off. If you've got them to record a testimonial or they've said something nice about your work, put it front and center. Even something like edited for X creator with 300,000 subs increased their watch time by 32%. Boom, just like that, instant trust and credibility. And even if you haven't landed a big client yet, you can still build proof. Even just using those re-edits of big creators in your niche builds social proof. It shows your taste, style, and initiative, all making you look way more valuable. The design of your portfolio isn't about making it look pretty, it's about making it easy to trust you. Keep your layout really clean. Use a white or black background and use one accent color, and then pick one simple, consistent font that you use throughout. Stick with something modern and minimal. You're not trying to show off your website design skills, you're trying to convert. If a YouTuber lands on your site and it looks messy or unstructured, they're gone. Remember, they're comparing you to other editors who already have these huge clients. So show up like you're already in the top 1%. And that starts with design. Keep it tight, sharp, and make them trust you at first glance. Now onto Twitter. Twitter is where all of the big creators and editors are. Your job is to show up with brand consistency and confidence. Start with your profile picture. Pick something professional and clean, but the most important thing is just to keep it consistent across platforms. Next, your name and handle. In an ideal world, they should be exactly the same, but if not, as close as possible. For example, the name would just be like Jake or Jake Video Editor with the handle @JakeEditor. That way, when people search your name, they find you and not someone else. Then we move on to the banner. This isn't a big deal, but it adds that final touch and polish. Use Canva and just keep it simple. And maybe some text that just says the same thing as the heading in your portfolio. Something like helping creators go viral with strategic video editing. Next, your bio. Don't overthink it. All you need to put is YouTube Video Editor. That's it. And if you've worked with some clients, just tag their Twitter accounts to build up some social proof. Finally, make sure there is a link to your portfolio. This is absolutely crucial. Imagine if a YouTuber finds you, they love your brand, but there's no portfolio link to click. You completely lost the sale. Again, if you want my help implementing anything from this video, you can book a free one-on-one call with me using the first link in the description. I'll walk you through exactly what you need to change to start scaling right now. So now you've built a killer portfolio. Your brand is clean, professional, and made to convert. But none of that matters if nobody sees it. This part of the system is where things get fun, because this is where we get you clients. The $1,000 a month retainers, the 3K packages, the quit your job type money. And it all starts with smart, intentional outreach. Let's break it down. Twitter is single-handedly the best client acquisition platform for video editors right now. It's undebatable. I don't want to hear anything different. Why? Because huge creators are posting every single day saying that they are looking for a video editor. Instead of just blindly messaging creators hoping that they need a video editor, you're targeting people who've already said that they're hiring. That's like selling umbrellas in the rain. Much easier. So here's how you do it. Go to the Twitter search bar and type in looking for a video editor. Then add this code after min_faves:50. The number's interchangeable, we're just filtering by the amount of likes. This means that we're only seeing posts that have had lots of engagement, which means they are better opportunities, positions that will just pay a lot more. If you don't find anything, just drop the number down incrementally until you find some more opportunities that you're interested in. What we're doing here is filtering out the noise, the $10 per video Fiverr type gigs, and finding the clients who are serious and paying thousands of dollars per video. Now sort by the latest tab. As a rule of thumb, you want to be quick to act on opportunity. If you're the 27th DM they got after 2 weeks, it's over. You could still be the best editor that's applied, but because you weren't quick enough, you've been forgotten about. They already hired someone else. Now comes the actual outreach. what we say in the message. This is where 99% of editors get it completely wrong. They write huge paragraphs, tell us their fucking life story, and brag about how long they've been video editing. No one fucking cares. Keep your DM extremely short and punchy. Something like this: "Hey, name, saw you were looking for a video editor. Here's a link to my portfolio." That's literally it. If your portfolio is clean and your videos are solid, that's all it takes. Remember, you don't need to convince them in that first message. You just need to get them curious enough to click on the link. Let your work do the talking. As a business, you want more than one source of leads, and the next best option for client acquisition is actually cold email. Cold email is not dead. In fact, when done well, it's a power move, but you have to approach it correctly. Step 1, you need to source your leads. The best tool for this is called playboard.co. It lets you sort YouTubers by niche, size, country, whatever you want. The goal is to find 10, 20, 30 creators per day. Creators who are in your niche, have maybe 100 to 500,000 subscribers, and are active, posting once or twice per week. Then go to their channel and check for an email address. But before you send anything, use the domain that you bought earlier to make a custom email address. No at gmail.com, no at yahoo.com. Your email should match your domain. Something like jake@editorjake.com. Again, it's about appearing professional. Now, here's the structure to use for your email. You need to understand what a good outreach email actually looks like. It's short, readable, and respectful of their time. I'm not going to give you a template, as a bunch of creators will be flooded with the same outreach template from video editors, which will severely fuck you guys over. So instead, I'll give you the fundamentals and structure that you should roughly follow. First, you want to open it with personalization. Say something about their latest video or their editing style, literally anything. This just proves that you're not a robot and this wasn't a mass sent email. Secondly, briefly introduce yourself with clarity. One sentence: who you are, what you do, and who you help. Next, provide your work. Link your portfolio with context. You're not attaching files, you're sending them to a beautiful site that shows off your best work. Next, make sure that you use social proof. Again, just one sentence. Mention your past clients and some results you've got for them. If not, just leave this section out. Let your work do the talking. And finally, end the email with a soft call to action. Just something like, "Let me know if you're interested." The tone should be confident, not cocky. Polite but not submissive. Avoid buzzwords like passionate or creative. They've heard it all before. Just be clear, be human, be helpful. And remember that most people won't reply. You might even get one person who tells you to fuck off, but that's okay. Cold email is a game of scale and precision. The more personal, short, and specific you are, the better your chances. Most editors set goals like land 2 clients this month, but that's fundamentally the wrong focus. If you set goals like this, you'll always be disappointed, because that's a results-based goal. Instead, set action-based goals. Something like send 30 high-quality messages every single day, because that's something that's in your control. And here's the truth: if you send 30 outreach messages a day for 30 days, you will not stay broke. You will land clients. Maybe not every week, maybe not every month, but over time, the numbers are on your side. Outreach is a game of consistency, not perfection. So far, we've talked about outbound, but let's talk about inbound. Inbound just means people messaging you. They find your profile, see your work, and hit you up. This is the dream, and Twitter makes it possible. The easiest way to build inbound leads is this: post your best 30 seconds of editing every single week. I don't care if no one likes it at first, you have to stick with it. When I started, I was getting like 20 views, then 200, but then 3,000. Now, those clips generate me tens of inbound leads every single month because people start to recognize you. They remember your name, they follow you, they send you work. And the better your editing gets, the more views you'll attract. It's a compounding effect, but only if you're consistent. You can't post once and then disappear. You need to show up week in, week out. Doesn't have to be a whole video. Just 20 to 30 seconds of your best stuff. And if your profile is clean, bio is tight, and portfolio link is visible, that's when you start to attract inbound leads. If you take an action on everything I've said so far, the branding, the outreach, the inbound strategy, then the chances are you've landed your first 1 or 2 clients. And if you haven't, this next section won't really apply to you. You're probably making somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 per month from video editing. First of all, congrats. You've done what 95% of video editors will never do. You got out of the editing for free trap. You proved to yourself and the world that your skills are worthy of real money. But now, it's time to scale, because this is where things start to get fun. You're no longer a beginner. You've got momentum, and momentum is the hardest part. Going from 0 to 1 is 10 times harder than going from 1 to 10. Why? Because you have inertia. You know what works, you know the system, and the ball is already rolling. Now, we're going to show you how to explode it. This is where we hit the exponential curve. The first thing you want to do is fill your calendar. And I mean absolutely pack it. This is the season of your life where you will work more than ever. Use the outreach strategies that we talked about in the last section and go all in. As for now, don't worry about price too much. Take on as many clients as you can realistically handle. Work 8 hours a day, 6 hours a week. Become obsessed. Because the goal here isn't money. It's leverage. The goal is to become fully booked at whatever price you can get, so that when new clients come along, you have the power to choose who to work with. You're no longer desperate. You're in demand, and that's where things start to compound. Here's where it gets strategic. Once you're fully booked, you keep doing outreach. You don't ever stop, ever, because eventually someone new is going to say, hey, how much do you charge? And that's your moment. You give them a price that's higher than what you're charging your current clients. Let's say you're doing $300 per video right now. You quote this new guy $500 per video. If he says no, no worries, you're already fully booked. But if he says yes, you swap out one of your $300 per video clients and swap him with the $500 per video client. This is called the iterative pricing framework. You keep doing this over and over again. Every time someone says yes, you replace your lowest paying client with the new higher paying client. It's like trading up. You're editing the same amount of work for better and better money. Eventually, you'll be making $10,000 per month, editing the same amount of videos you were when you were making $2,000 a month. Same effort, but way higher reward. This is how you build a real editing business. Now that you're scaling, client relationships matter more than ever. Getting clients is hard, but losing them is easy. And the number one way to lose clients? Missing deadlines. Look, I physically can't stress this enough. You could be the best editor in the world, but if you keep handing in work late, they will replace you. But here's the secret. Never promise the same amount of time that you think it will take. Always give yourself some breathing room. If you know a video is going to take you 3 or 4 days, tell them it's going to take 6 or 7. Then if you deliver early, which you likely will, you are a hero. But if something goes wrong, you can still hit the deadline. This single shift in how you manage expectations can single-handedly save you from losing tens of thousands of dollars. Another massive part of client retention is communication. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be honest. If something comes up and you're going to miss a deadline, just tell them. Don't ghost them and don't come up with some wild excuse. They're not not idiots and they know that you're a human. But what they can't handle is being left in the dark. So make sure to keep your clients updated. Even a simple message like, "Hey man, I'm just running a little bit late. The video will be on Thursday instead of Wednesday. Thank you for your patience." That single message can literally save you your entire contract. When you land your first big client, it is easy to get starstruck. I remember being extremely nervous getting on a video call for the first time with Sterling Cooper, thinking that I was going to be talking to this huge creator who knows Andrew Tate. Maybe they have 500,000 subscribers. Maybe they're paying you $2,000 per month. But you have to remember that they're just a person, just like you and me. Just because they have an arbitrary number attached to their name doesn't make them any different. Don't worship them, don't call them sir, and don't treat them like a fucking celebrity. You are a creative partner, you're not a fan. You are there to solve problems for them. That is your role. If you act like a dispensable employee, they will treat you like one. But if you act like a collaborator, they will treat you with respect. Keep it friendly, keep it professional, and just don't overthink it. If you really want to hit 10k per month and beyond, you will need systems. And here are the very basics. First, you need an editing schedule. Know which days you'll edit for which clients, don't just wing it. Secondly, you need top-tier file management. The files on your computer shouldn't be a maze. You should know where everything is. All your assets, all your footage, all your music. Also, keep your cloud storage organized when using Google Drive or Dropbox. Keep videos for different clients in different folders. Just make everything easy for yourself. Number 3, try and keep client communication in a single place. Just pick something like Slack, WhatsApp, Telegram, and don't keep jumping between different apps. And finally, for invoicing, just use Stripe. It's really easy to use and doesn't cost you anything. This stuff might seem basic and boring, but trust me, it's the stuff that separates the 2k per month editors from the ones making 10k per month consistently. You're building a business now, not just editing videos. At this stage, mindset becomes the biggest variable. Are you willing to say no to bad clients? Do you have the balls to raise your prices? Are you confident enough to reinvest your money into learning more? You can't scale if you are scared of change. You can't grow if you're attached to that $300 per month client who was with you from the beginning but is really holding you back. Let go and become a new identity. Adopt the identity of an editor who is making 10k per month, and soon enough, reality will catch up. This is it. The final piece of the $100,000 editor equation. You've landed the clients, you've refined your offer, now you scale it. Step by step, client by client. Raising your rates, improving your system, and protecting your time. This is how you turn freelance editing into real freedom. And if you want my help making that final leap, from $2,000 to $10,000 per month, that is what I do. So please, for your own sake, book a free one-on-one call with me. I'll audit your entire business, identify the bottlenecks, and give you a personalized roadmap to scale. The link is in the description. Let's build this properly.